Get ready to hop on history, because we're taking you on an epic journey through the wacky world of ancient remedies. Today, we will explore the bizarre and sometimes unconventional remedies that our ancestors believed would maintain good health. So, buckle up, grab some popcorn, and let's step into the curious world of historical medicine. Imagine this: you're not feeling your best, and your go-to doctor from ancient times has an unconventional solution: bloodletting. Yeah, you heard it right. Back in the day, medical bigwigs like Hippocrates and Galen believed our bodies had 4 basic substances or humors: yellow bile, black bile, phlegm, and blood. Now, if you had a fever or some other ailment, guess what they fought? Too much blood. So, what did they do? Grab a knife, cut open a vein, and let that bad blood flow. It might sound like a horror movie, but this blood-draining routine stuck around until the 1800s, when they finally realized it might not be the best idea. Fast forward over 7,000 years to civilizations all around the globe. What's the latest trend? Trepanation is basically drilling holes into skulls. Yeah, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi flick, but our ancestors were onto it way back when. Why? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Some think it was a tribal thing or a way to kick out annoying evil spirits messing with sick folks. Others suppose it was an ancient solution for headaches, epilepsy, or even skull fractures. Surprisingly, some actually survived this skull-drilling adventure, proving that our ancestors were both brave and bonkers. Hold on tight, because we're about to dive into the toxic world of Mercury. They eagerly applied it like a magical elixir, convinced it would boost their energy levels and stamina to new heights. They applied it like an ointment, hoping it would enhance their energy and endurance. Some even promised immortality with potions that had a mix of mercury, sulfur, and arsenic. But here's the kicker: this stuff was poison. Case in point, Chinese Emperor Qin Shi Huang, who thought chugging mercury pills would make him immortal. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. Fast forward to the 20th century, and mercury was still hanging around as a treatment for, of all things, syphilis. Hint, it didn't end well for many patients. Let's make a pit stop in ancient Egypt, where they had a pretty organized medical system. Sounds good. Here's the twist: their cures weren't exactly your typical over-the-counter remedies. Picture this: a pharmacy stocked with lizard blood, dead mice, and even horse saliva. But wait, it gets even weirder. Brace yourself, because they weren't shy about using human and animal poop as a cure-all. Yeah, it sounds totally gross, but believe it or not, some researchers think there might have been a sprinkle of antibiotics in there. Talk about turning yuck into yay. Now, here's a tale that's straight out of a creepy fantasy novel. Corpse medicine. Imagine your doc prescribing a concoction with bits of human flesh, blood, or bone. Yeah, people actually believed this stuff had magical powers. Back in ancient Rome, they thought gladiator blood could cure epilepsy. Fast forward a bit, and in 17th century England, King Charles II was sipping on a brew made from crushed human skulls. Why? Because they thought it would boost vitality. You know, like some kind of supernatural energy drink. It's like a horror movie, but here's the kicker: it actually happened. Let's hit the rewind button and head to ancient Greece, where things get a bit weird. Doctors back then believed a woman's womb was a bit of a free spirit. According to Plato and Hippocrates, if a woman stayed single for too long, her uterus would get restless and start wandering around her body. Yeah, you heard it right, a wandering womb. To keep it in check, they'd recommend getting hitched early and popping out as many kids as possible. But what if the womb had already gone? Doctors got creative with therapeutic baths, infusions, and even bizarre fumigation rituals. The logic: collapse that wandering womb back to where it belonged. Crazy, right? Our history trip wraps up in ancient Babylon, where illnesses were more about demons than annoying bacteria. Imagine doctors playing the role of healers and priests, prescribing treatments with a sprinkle of magic. For teeth grinders, the prescription was downright bizarre. sleep with a human skull for a week. Oh, and here's the kicker. The patient had to kiss and lick the skull 7 times each night. That's some severe bedtime commitment right there. And there you have it, a ride through the pages of medical history that will make you appreciate your modern-day Advil and antibiotics. Sure, our ancestors might have been a bit off the wall with their cures, but they were doing their best with what they had. If this wild ride through history has intrigued you, hit that like button, subscribe to How They Lived for more mind-boggling tales, and share it with your pals. Until our next adventure into the wonders of the past, stay curious, stay healthy,